The M4 is one of the best weapons in Modern Warfare 2. With that said, I got you guys a banger M4 setup. This thing has a crazy TTK, so much mobility, and you will be frying every lobby. Here's an overview of the setup I was using in the gameplay. Ladies and gentlemen, this whole system is kind of complicated, but once you understand it, it's not that complicated. For those that already understand this whole system, I'll have a timestamp of where you can skip forward to where I'm going over all the attachments. So the weapon receivers, there is a weapon family in the game, and then the weapon family has the receivers connected to it. Sounds confusing, but if you go over to the weapon tree, you will see if I max out the M4 receiver, which will only take 20 levels, I will unlock the Icarus and the FSS HURRICANE receivers. And then once I max out these receivers, I'll unlock the M16, and then I'll unlock the Hurricane. For each of these receivers, there is 20 levels, so there is 20 attachments. Say I unlock 20 attachments on the FSS HURRICANE, I can use those 20 attachments on the M4. So if you just want to level up one weapon, it would take a while because you'll have to max out all these receivers to be able to use all the attachments on the M4. But the thing that's nice about the receivers is that you pretty much max out 5 weapons at a time, or you max out however many weapons is in the weapon family. For this weapon family, there's 5, and so once I go through and I max out all these receivers, I will have every single one of these guns maxed because all the attachments I unlock on the Recon, Icarus, vice versa, I can use that on the M4, the M16. These are all universal attachments. With that said, I only have the M4 receiver maxed. I haven't maxed out any of the other ones, and so that's why this is a low level setup. We're only going up to level 20. Once I max out all the other receivers, I will make a max level M4 setup. With all that said though, for the first attachment on the muzzle, you guys can run the Ecoline Suppressor or the FSS Castle Comp. This is going to add a lot of recoil control to the weapon, making it a little bit easier to beam the enemies, but you are going to be very loud. The enemies are going to know where you're at, and so for me, I really like the Ecoline. I've actually, in the Echo line, died off so many nukes, like 1 or 2 off a nuke, but this just makes my nuke so much easier because the enemies don't really know where I'm at. By the way, once you max out the weapon, you unlock the tuning, and so as you guys can see, I have this weapon level 20, and then above it shows tune, so I can click on the tune, and then I can tune this to my liking. And so what I was really liking is just kind of keeping this at 0, it doesn't really matter, and then I just up this one to like 30, and so feel free to take screenshots of these. And then for the next attachment, we are going to add a lot of recoil control and some range to the weapon, and a great attachment to do so is to run the high tower 20-inch barrel. We are going to be losing a lot of our mobility. It's going to make the weapon feel pretty clunky, but that's why we are going to go over to the tune, and we are going to tune this, which the tune I had for this weapon, I really didn't do much. I just increased this to like 19, and then also make sure you guys just kind of tune it to your liking. I tuned it to my liking, and so you guys are copying my settings, and then you can go from there and like tune it to your liking. And so I just like to make this like 0.19, and then I will lower this a little bit, just about to 16, and that's what I was running in the gameplay. Next up, for the underbarrel, I recommend you guys to add the pineapple grip. We are going to get some weird pros, like we don't really need hipfire accuracy, hipfire recoil control. You don't really need that. There's not much recoil when you're hip firing. The recoil steadiness and aim walking steadiness, that is nice. And then we are going to be losing a little bit of our mobility, but don't worry, we are going to tune this. So if you look at this graph, we got the hipfire, recoil control, hipfire, and walking speed. That doesn't really matter, so I have it at 0. We don't really need hipfire accuracy like we do, but for me, I really never hipfire, and it feels like the hipfire is still pretty good on the weapon, and so I actually just brought this all the way down to the ADS just to make this weapon a little bit snappier. It's going to help because that barrel is a little bit slower, but if you want, feel free to add some hipfire accuracy. It's just for me, I would rather have more ADS speed. Next up, for the rear grip, we are going to be going over the phantom grip. This is just going to add a lot of mobility to the weapon, making it a little bit better for rushing. This build pretty much just has a lot of mobility, not much recoil, and just a crazy TTK. So all around, just a very good setup that I was just completely popping off with. And so on here, you got ADS speed, recoil steadiness on the left, then on the bottom, sprint to fire speed, aiming, idle, stability. The sprint to fire speed, we all know, is very crucial, and so you want to give yourself as much sprint to fire speed as possible. For the ADS speed and recoil steadiness, I want the gun to be a little bit steadier. I tried more ADS speed, but the ADS speed feels fine. It just was a little bit like awkward to control, and then once I added some recoil steadiness, it made the weapon feel a little bit better. Lastly, for the stock, this is actually going to make the weapon way better. This is my favorite attachment on here. So this is going to be the Tempest P80 Strike stock. This is just going to add a lot of strafe speed. Make sure you are strafing in every gunfight, which is pretty much where you just walk left to right, or you're moving in your gunfight, making it so it's a little bit harder for the enemy to hit you, and you get rotational aim assist. With that said, when you add the Tempest, it's going to add a lot of strafe increase speed, making it feel like you got rollerblades on. So the tuning I got for this stock is I'm just going to increase the aim walking speed. This is going to make the weapon feel very, very good. You just want to max that out. For the left, I believe I just kept it at 0. Again, just make it to your personal preference. This is just my favorite. Here's an overview of the setup. A like is greatly appreciated, and if you want to see more banger setups daily, make sure you hit the sub button. Oh god, I need some sunglasses for this map. Oh, what are you doing, buddies? Insta kill both of them. Look at that TTK. It's like really quick or it's kind of slow. Oh my god, I think it's just a class, boys. That man's is not that good. Oh my god. What are they doing? Are they holding hands? Are they sucking each other off? Oh my god, there's so many of them. I need to... Well, teammates, get the... What are you doing? Oh my god, okay, these enemies play very aggressive. My teammates don't play at all. And so I should be able to get a lot of kills right now. I think we're gonna get some high ground. There's just so many of them on the point. Dude, this thing kills them so quick. Dude, imagine losing to that. I thought I had a stim right there. I think the melee thing is like a little messed up. That was so clunky. Just make sure you always aim for the head. You'll literally win every gunfight if you just aim for the head. It is actually insane. I think there's people that just actually sit back there. They just watch for everything. Like there's a man right over there. Thank you. Okay, we have a ton of them around us. They keep running to the same corner. What are they doing? I don't think they're learning. Oh, I'm losing aim assist. Okay, we're gonna throw a nade down there. It should kill all 3 of them. Unless that kills me. Oh my god. Oh, baby, I don't know how we escaped that. Got a guy up there. I need to mute the other team or something. I think he's on stairs. Make sure you guys always aim for the head. The headshot multiplier in this game is unreal. Does he have a shotgun? Surprised he wasn't pre-aiming that door. I thought I was dead. See, if I had a advanced UAV right now, that would be perfect. Okay, Ruthless, we only need 15 more kills. Oh, that guy's just destroying our ears. Is there a man chasing me? Dude, these spawns, I'm just running back and forth. Ring around the Rosie. There we go. See, I want to run around, but you cannot do that. If you do that, you are dead. Oh, that last stand. That's it. That was the last of him. No more. Nope. We're just gonna run to a different side. Oh, teammate actually got him. We gotta play somewhat aggressive because the game is somewhat getting towards the end. Like it's not, but the score creeps up on you every single time. Oh my god, that was a freaking bomb. On the UAV. Okay, we're flipping. This is good. I know there's a guy over there. I just know some people come up behind me. Oh my god, you see that, boys? See what I'm saying? I know.
Portable radar deployed.
Enemies taking Bravo.
No, dude, we're on like a freaking 20.
A little bit like young. I bought a yard, said